2008. During her time at Marshall, Jane successfully served as co-vice president for Marshall Wear and worked to promote the Marshall brand while supporting organizations such as Challenge for Charity and Marshall Good Neighbors. As she reflected on her time here at Marshall, Jane said that one of the things that made a big impact on her personal growth was a consulting project for a nonprofit organization. This was a project where Jane and her team visited a series of orphanages in Tijuana. Actions like this represent the best of Marshall's spirit. Prior to coming to Marshall, Jane graduated with a bachelor's degree in economics from UC Irvine. She is currently employed by the Boeing Company, and after graduation, Jane will continue a career in finance and join AT&T's Financial Leadership Program. Jane, welcome.
Fellow graduates, before I get started, I would like to take a moment to thank our parents, family members, and friends who have been so supportive, so understanding, and so patient of us over the last few years. I would also like to thank Dean Badame, Dean Dutta, Dean Ansari, Jeanette Christensen, Janella Chang, Pamela Parker, Sarah Bassetta Bond, and all of the Marshall MBA staff for their endless hours of planning, effort, and dedication to help build the MBA program stronger and better than they were when we first entered USC. And finally, as much as we all dreaded the cold calling, I would especially like to thank the faculty for their support, guidance, enthusiasm, and knowledge that we will take with us wherever we may be in the future. So please rise and join me in giving all of them a round of applause to show our appreciation and gratitude for everything they have done for us. So with that, let me officially begin by saying what a true privilege it is to be up here tonight. Over the last few months, I spent a lot of time thinking about everything I wanted to share with all of you in the speech tonight. I really wanted to come up with something that was funny, inspiring, and even a little emotional. In fact, I was so desperate, I even Googled best graduation speech. But after reading dozens and dozens of speeches, I couldn't help but ask myself, what am I doing? I mean, I don't have Conan O'Brien's red hair or his humor. I don't have Steve Jobs' genius and ability to get people to line up at 3 a.m. for a phone, which I have to admit I'm guilty of doing. And I don't even have Charlie Sheen's tiger blood. But what I do have is 3 of the best and most memorable years of my life, culminating on this day, in this moment, where I and all of you pick up our diplomas and head out to the world. Now, we aren't leaving here empty-handed tonight. I'm sure all of you have become very familiar with diagrams and models such as the 4 Ps, cage, and the ham sandwich. And for those of you unfamiliar with the ham sandwich, no, the ham sandwich is not a snack, and yes, I know we need to work on our naming conventions. But today, I want to leave with you the most important model of them all, one I believe you should carry with you every day of your life, the USC model. The U stands for you, who you are and where you come from. My parents have always told me, if you forget who you are and where you come from, no matter how successful you become, all that success will be for naught. You are a friend, a sibling, a spouse, a parent, an executive, a volunteer, an entrepreneur. You may have come from another country or just down the 110 freeway. But now, you are a proud graduate of the USC Marshall School of Business. And together, we set aside our status as students and officially become a part of one of the world's most powerful groups of advocates, the USC Marshall alum family. The S in the USC model stands for society. As a whole, we participated in the annual Challenge for Charity competition held in Stanford, beat out all West Coast business schools, including those guys across town, and brought home the coveted golden briefcase. But more importantly, we raised over $136,000 to programs such as the Special Olympics of Southern California, Junior Achievement of Southern California, and a Better LA. And we have donated thousands of hours to help prepare and inspire young children with the skills they need to succeed in the world they are about to enter. That feeling of care towards our communities shouldn't leave us the moment we step out of the Galen Center tonight. We need to take that social responsibility to heart. In the last decade, we have witnessed a financial meltdown and an unprecedented number of what Professor Jackson would call business fairy tales gone bad. Some of the blame has been placed on business schools, but all of us have heard the emphasis in all our classes on ethics and honesty. Leaving here, we need to remember that with every decision we make, whether it is personal or professional, we need to consider the consequences of our actions, the impact on us, the people around us, and most importantly, the society at large. And finally, the C in the USC model stands for change. Change is what you make of it. It can be good, bad, easy, or hard. We can accept and adapt to change, or be the driving force behind it. Many of us entered Marshall with the expectation that the economy would bounce back enough for us to come out with 7 job offers. Well, I don't know about all of you, but I am still waiting for my 6 other job offers. It is difficulties like these that have led us to work smarter and harder. And it is this attitude and this desire to overcome that will get us to the most difficult phases in our lives. From this point on, we will be moving on to bigger and greater things. Some of us will be packing our bags and moving hundreds of miles away from everything we have ever known. And others will be staying close to home. And the truth is, with everything that's waiting for you out there, you may not remember this day or about your classes at Marshall. You may not remember the name of the person sitting next to you. And I know you will definitely not remember the number of free drinks you will be scoring at the grad parties this weekend. But no matter what happens, I hope you will always remember the USC model and take it with you as you progress in your personal and professional lives. Members of the class of 2011, we have come a long way. We have accomplished so much, and the world is still out there, waiting for us to put our mark on. Keep that feeling of anticipation, that sense of wonder and hope. Keep looking forward, be proud, and remember to fight on. Congratulations, class of 2011. Thank you.